morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. I don't know why that little thing isn't on. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Well, welcome to another Monday. Mariah makes with Monday. Monday makes Mariah. Monday makes with Mariah. I don't know why that sounds so funny to me some days. Anyways, so we're going to be working in Seaside journal. P has been quite busy and very entertained with my journal. It is definitely becoming a super collaboration between, you know, her and I, and then everybody that's been sending things, which is fantastic and awesome. Let's see here. This is PM Artist Studio, and I am Mariah, the M and the PM. P's over there. She's not on camera on Mondays.
I'm hanging out.
She's hanging out. So, this week is kind of a crazy week because this is the lead up to the Makers Creative Collab with all the YouTubers. This coming Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Time, videos will go public. Those of my lovely little YouTubers that are in the chat here and whatnot, I would love your links early. A lot of you I've already gotten, so that's pretty exciting. But if we could wrap this up super quick, because I know some of us are traveling and then some of us are getting ready to travel, and all sorts of things. So that would be really awesome, and I will have your link tonight. You're awesome, Eddie. Thank you. So we're pretty excited about that, obviously, and people have been posting. P posted her make. She swapped with Colleen and did her little thing. I think you used low-res images. Did you pull the little ones? I think you pulled the little ones.
Yeah, I did. I was being lazy.
Yeah, you were. That's okay. Because Colleen
I'm going to show them on Tuesday anyway.
Or
I
was going to say I could show them right now. But you should talk about them. They're yours.
Yes.
You got the story. So you'll have to stay tuned.
You have lots to do there.
That's true. Come back on Tuesday. And you'll get to see the story and all that.
I'll hold it in technology.
And she'll hold it in the technology.
So Colleen can see that I really did use those gold
I know.
flakes.
I told her, and I put the original image. So there is a high-res image if you go into the comments. Or a higher res. You know, Facebook does things to things. They do that. Good morning, Darcy. All right, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Please say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. And please do give those thumbsy upsies, especially here in the beginning, even if you're watching the replay. Because guess what? That's important too. And comments and all that YouTube-y business. They seem to like it. I got a little highlight thing the other day, which I think is new. I thought that was pretty fun. I liked seeing that. And the engagement, they really like it when y'all engage. Okay, we've got Amy Douglas. Hello and good morning. Becky, Belinda, Betsy, Betty, Carol, Carrie, Colleen, Darcy, Denise, Eddie, Estella, Griffinshale, that's Rhonda, Isabel, Kathy, Lydia, Marta, Maya, Mitzi, Respect Design, that's Kiko, Ricky Northmeyer, Scraps to Beauty by Xandra, that's Z, Sherry Black Dog Designs, that's Sherry, Silver Granny or Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn, Pinka popped in there. I think somebody else did too. I think maybe Lisa Mingus or Lydia. Very happy you're here, Lydia. I have the look. She sent me more. She's fabulous. Just love it, love it, love it. And then we've got Star Traveler. That's Linda. Alrighty. So, if I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Simply just didn't pop up in the list there, or it popped up after I read. So, let's go topside. I always feel like it's so much quieter here on a Monday, which is so weird. I mean, it's really not much different. I just, you know, just feels different. There we go. All right, I'm going to put that off to the side there. And then Josh is hanging with his brother today, so that's why he is not here. Hopefully he'll be here later to scrape mats, because we need that. Brad and I don't like doing it. And we got quite the orders. It's been a busy week, so that's exciting. I think people are trying to get their stuff ordered before we head off onto the cruise. All right, now I want to read chat for just a second here. Thank you, Darcy. So sweet. Are you going to read chat a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peace Glam Squad takes Monday off. But that's so true, Eddie.
What?
Peace Eddie said, Peace Glam Squad takes Mondays off.
Oh. That's funny.
So true.
Mm-hmm. That is. Okay. So, what do you think? Should I show everybody things that have been added? I think that's probably a good starting point, isn't it? We're going to get to
I want
these.
to look at that.
Oh, yeah, you haven't even seen this.
I haven't even seen that.
So, these are, look at all these.
Oh, they're perfect.
From Lydia. So, she sent that one, and then that was like the teaser one. I oohed and awed at it, and then I got this.
And look at that paper that it's on. I want that. I covet that.
And some great washi. And then look at this.
Look at her. She needs to show me how she gets hers to go on like that. I didn't have very good luck with that gold stuff. It just went everywhere.
No. I think that's in the paper.
Oh.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, because that gold stuff is. And look at this.
Oh, man, those are just so beautiful. Oh, that's going to work out really well with some other things I got lined up there for you.
And look, see, all of those hidden paper clips there.
Oh, can have something attached to
She said that I could pick which one to put it on. And she sent, look, and she did a Turkish, I think this is a Turkish map fold. Isn't that? And I thought I might even color this because here's, it's funny that you did this because we'll put this in the book as well. But we have some other things that P created from things that she found in Happy Mail. Our Happy Mail box got kind of mixed up. So we don't know exactly. Now we can kind of guess by, what it was around.
Archaeological
and also just kind of style-wise, like we know some of y'all. But we don't want to say unless, we know for sure, whatever. So if you do see something that you made and you want to write us a little note and we'll include it in the journal, that would be really awesome. No pressure. You do not have to do that. It's just really sweet. We would love that. But yes, because Pete kind of just found a bunch of things and started using a bunch of things. And I was like, oh, goodness. Do we know who everybody... She's like, no, I really don't. I said, okay.
I did some of them, I think. But
all right, well,
totally.
Let's start sort of here at the beginning. And then, and thank you to all of you guys that have... I think I grabbed most of them. I may not have gotten all of them. But quite a few of the quotes that were submitted via comments on... yesterday's stream. Thank you. And I have those written down. And most of them I also then said, oh, and this is the person who gave it to us. Because, I want to give y'all props. We love you. And I appreciate you doing that work for us. Because we know it can be one of those things where it's a little rabbit hole.
I fall into it and I just keep going from one to the next.
Ooh, but then this, and maybe I should keep this quote for something else. And then where do I put it? Write it down,
Now, I do it on the text thing.
So this was the first one that Lydia had sent. A little teaser, taggy, hidden paper clip, which went so well with the mermaid. And Z sent this. That's Xandra. And this was one from Colleen. And she sent, I think 3 or 4.
I don't know. You'll have to check in the back to see if she's on the notes page.
She is. She was one that there was, because I remember in the box, and I was so happy that I found them, the little notes. And then, of course, Julie Torrens created the book, and we've just been, arty embellishing. Let's see, nothing new, I don't think, over here. P then took over the little, remember there was the little banknote thing there?
Yeah, and here, you might want to use one of these to keep that thing in place.
Yes, because you kept talking about this is kind of loosey-goosey.
I don't know if that's the right one. I have a duller one.
Well, she says that we can embellish these.
Oh.
That was in the notes, too. But look at that. That helps. I love it. We can put something on that.
Yeah.
I love the crinkle of that page. And I love the crinkle of that page. This one's just so pretty. I don't think anything else has been done since last week. Or Thursday. Thursday was the last time we worked in this. Because P had her dental thing. Okay, so this was one of the pieces of paper that Colleen sent. P stamped on it. Then she cut it.
And you can still see writing up in the corner.
Yeah, it says love. I think it was lovely something, but love is in there. Aww. Hey, Marcia. Anybody else coming in here?
I need to stop. I need to read. I'm going to grab my computer so I can look at you at the same time.
Okay, I like that. But we'll write a quote, one of the quotes on here. I'm going to keep things in their pockets because that was part of my problem too. Is I started just kind of dumping them in the bin, and then I was like, okay, well, where did things go? And
yes, you just have to figure it out all over again. It's kind of a whip.
P really wanted me to dull down this bling, and I was also proud of her from restraining herself.
I did. I wanted to so bad.
I love the bling. I love it a lot. She was just being kind of a poophead about that, but she refrained. Okay, here's the little banknote. I don't know why everything's all over here. Well, what were you doing?
I took it out because I want to. I thought you might want to redo that pocket and possibly tear the one on the opposite pardon me, to kind of make it a little less.
Oh, indeed, that's a fantastic. Okay, so
and there's all those papers that I found, and some of them are leases that she sent us, and other.
Yeah, those are Lisa's dyed papers. I know that.
And then I just found that really cool kind of sea green stuff in there.
This is what you're talking about.
Yes.
That's perfect. Now we got a little situation, though, that revealed, but I can fix that. You just watch how I do that. Okay, love that. And then see, because it was blocked by everything, but what we'll do here, put that little piece off there. I don't know that I need all of that, so it's really just need to get up in there. Well, where's the knifey thing? There it is. And there we go, I think. So that needs to come up there and then that down there. Ah, perfect. Okay. There we go. That's how that's done.
Eddie says you'll have my link tonight, Mariah.
I saw that. Are you... Hey, you need to turn yours to live chat.
I have it on live chat.
Okay. Is he just saying that again?
No, I don't know. I didn't see it. Okay, maybe. I just hit it again, so yeah. I was kind of behind.
I was like, God, Eddie, why are you being so pushy?
And yes, SWL, we did see your quote earlier, Mariah. I think commented on it. Did you write it down?
I did. It's on my list. And I saw it in the chat. I did. I like that. We're going to bring that in there. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Maxine joined us.
I can't remember what, and I meant to go back and watch a bit of it, what Josh kept saying whenever I would tear a straight edge. If y'all remember, let me know in the chat. It was pretty darn funny. Look at that, see?
Oh yeah, that's wonderful. That's just looks so much more organic and
Especially, I think when you're doing something that is very, you know,
nature related.
Nature-y. That's where my brain kept going. Nature-y. I'm gonna have some more sip of coffee on that.
Xandra says, question for Pete. When you enhance the fish in mermaid, how do you decide that? Is it just experience? Well, actually what I do is I screw it up right away, so then I have to fix it.
Yeah.
That's my
Well, and actually I'll answer that a little bit, Xandra. Because I think one of the things is that people don't shadows are underestimated. Shadowing. Darkening something that, you know, especially, and I know Xandra loves her bling. She loves to make things shiny and sparkly, and I love that about you. I do. Because my heart says yes. But, and here's what's really tricky about sparkly, shiny things, is that shadows and anything, you know, that's going to give you more depth really kind of gets lost, especially as you build up the layers of it. So kind of coming in at the very end of it to add some shadow back on top.
Always at the end. I really believe that, because you don't know where you're going to need them until
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah, because,
Good
you know,
point.
yeah, and you know,
It wouldn't have mattered. Yeah.
and you were brilliant for like leaving her arms above, because that would have been a real tricky situation trying to, you know, paint up and around it, where that was perfect.
Yeah, because I just picked it up and held it up with tweezers while I did underneath.
All right, and we'll get to the fish here in a minute. So, all right, where was I there? I got distracted by the flamingo page, and I'm really kind of a little bit sad because we've got some things coming up, but we had to do a little extra work on them. But we may come back to this at some point in time, because there's a flamingo in the works, but he needs a little work as far as getting him to cut consistently. So I'm pretty darn excited about that from Susan.
Eddie says it's like contouring your nose. Eddie, I don't do much of that.
I
Mariah
do.
does.
I do. Mm-hmm. And
I
need people to know that I have a chin.
Oh, thank you, Christy.
And it's separate from the neck. It's very important.
It's very important. To some people, it isn't for me. You just have to take me as I am.
That's how I started watching Trixie Mattel, is because I was like, you know.
Oh my God,
watching...
I saw her and I didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, she's so wonderful. Well, you're probably getting her because we watched similar things, so it's starting to come up into your feed.
It is, and I was like, oh, that's that girl.
Mm-hmm. She's so wonderful. I want to sit down and chit chat with her about lots of things, just YouTube and makeup and all sorts of things. Because,
well, that's my idea of a really horrible.
I know you should not be invited to that.
I would be ugly. I'd have to drink and say ugly things.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Denise.
Yes. So P decided that she's like, all right, I need to stab at that octopus, and so, do you have your new medium?
Oh, my gloss stuff. Yes, I do.
Really great
I
stuff.
haven't found a place to put it.
My hair's
Because it doesn't fit in my drawer.
kind of big.
It is, but that was the best size to get.
Brick acrylic.
Brick acrylic.
Yeah, but look,
Brick
Acrylic.
acrylic. I guess. Well, see, you got two in there.
Yeah, that was.
Blick
I don't
acrylic.
That was.
Well, it
was
used
a
to be Dick
stretch.
Blick, and I always thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, they obviously.
Yeah, I guess some other people.
Richard. We're so
Okay, who is this Bianca Del Rio? And he's laughing, so it probably wouldn't. It was.
I don't dig on her as much. She's too loud for me. If that's like.
And that other one isn't.
No.
Well, good Lord, visually she screams at me.
Oh well, yeah, visually, but that's okay. But
This other one is like verbally.
Both, like, and she does even like the big guys and really. I mean, but she's really loud, and I feel she's kind of aggressive, and I don't know, I don't vibe with her as much.
Squirm a little bit.
It does. Makes me uncomfortable. I feel like she's kind of mean. And it makes me uncomfortable.
See, I might like her, Eddie. I'm already, if she's mean, I probably would.
That's funny. Okay, so this product right here, the Blick acrylic, painted that over the octopus. Because remember, the octopus was a napkin that Xandra sent. And then Peach, she had this tissue pull.
Well, what I did was I was using my colored pencil and I hadn't waited for it to quite dry.
Oh, she covered up a little oopsies. Maybe a big oopsies. Who knows? Because there's a lot of...
I had to glue one of the tentacles back on. Hey, I did a really good job. You can't even tell. And that was so funny because about the time that she says, be careful with those tentacles. And I went, oops.
You did seem like you were up to something over there, and then I was just kind of like, well, whatever. She's good. But remember, it bled through on the other side of the page. So this is great stuff. It's It's gloss, but it's not like super
It isn't.
gloss.
It's more satiny.
Yes, I liked that about it. And it went on really thin and nice. See, that's the thing, like Mod Podge, it goes on pretty heavy, and you really have to move it, and then you have to be careful about what brush you use. This was really, like, evened out nicely. I was very impressed with how that worked out.
And it was very reasonably priced.
We'll love some reasonably priced. So water dropped onto it. It came through to the back, and then P's like, oh, I really kind of like that. So see, she did some pencil work back here. I'll hold this up into the technology a little more. But see, it does get a little tricky trying to, because it does have a little sheen, a little satin sheen to it.
Yeah, and that part on the bottom that's added down there, and it's deli paper is what it is. But it's when I first got some of the deli, that's a really old print.
Yeah. Well, this is from the fan coral, and then you were like, yeah, fan coral. Fan coral's tricky to work with. It's tricky to cut. It's tricky to get off the mat. We don't try to push the fan coral too much. Because, yeah. I have cursed a few times. Fan coral.
They
And
don't
I
even
remember
end
I
them.
really screwed this page up. I felt like I did. And then it was saved by the gold. And then P made some cute little things, and we'll write some stuff on those.
You need to pull those out.
Okay. I think some of this you kind of saw, maybe on this one. We'll get to the back of these and kind of either just make them the sandy color. Work on that.
I did fancy cutting there.
You did do some fancy cutting. And here, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's very lettucey feeling.
Well, it's
Let me
from
put
the
this over.
fan coral.
Yeah. This was one of the hidden paper clips from Colleen. And look at how those colors just...
Oh, I know.
Yummy. Oh, and remember, I tore this up. I put down a turtle, and I glued that down with this stuff, too. Worked quite nice. And didn't really mess up the bling on it, either.
Well, that's what's nice about the gloss. You know, it's...
Yeah. Just loving this stuff.
Thank you, Griffin Chale. She said wonderful
wrong.
accents.
Yeah. And then we did this last time. Or did I glue down the shells? I think I glued down the shells off camera.
I think you did.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to emboss them.
I was. And she asked me about
I was
it.
very, very disappointed when I came back and they were unembossed.
Yeah. P glued down this one to here, which I love. I ended up coming in because she poo-pooed on the washi tape.
Yeah.
She was not happy about that. So, took part of the turtle paper, just went over the washi, so it's still there, still
I
under
know,
there.
and it works so well with the little hangy-downy net thing.
Mm-hmm. And remember, this is a pocket. We did cut this out, but I never, or I did. I see, covered up the washi back here and there. But I didn't want to use the same paper because it just was too stark. This was nice intro into here.
Surely is.
And then, so we've got another one. This was another piece from Colleen. And we'll write some stuff on it. Oh. Seahorse. And I was told that this has to go over that. That's how that goes.
And I used that matte, that glossy medium to get that seahorse down too. And it
Yeah,
worked
and
beautifully.
don't ever leave a good grungy bit behind. Look at that. See, that's a piece from this. We're getting miles out of that thing. Miles.
And that's Mariah's technique right there that I have adopted.
Y'all wait. There's gonna be humor will be coming soon.
What is it?
No, with funny little bands.
Oh.
This is a floating belly band. We need to do something to the back side of this, I think, because it needs to be a little heavier.
Yeah, it does. We need to back it.
Yeah, we'll write something. Y'all have seen this. We glued that down. P did a little extra, once this was down, because this is the thing, is like, you don't, just because you glued it down doesn't mean it's done.
Yeah,
She
I added
lives by
some
these
blue
words.
because I thought I needed it.
Well, because now once it was on this page, it was nice to bring in some of this more greeny kind of teal color. So that way it really felt, and it's cool because see right here behind, you see the next page, which is this sort of greenish color. I ended up taking, because the washi tape didn't go all the way, and I love things to run all the full page. So I just took a section of it, brought it down below here so you can see I just pieced it in a little bit. And then this was all white behind there because the tape was there. Remember we had sprayed this and stamped it and done all that. And then I had a piece still left over from the other. Just kind of cut it in the direction where it sort of made sense, went around the little, you know, beaded parts there, and then did a torn edge in certain areas, but then did kind of fancy cutting. But then some of the white was showing through, obviously, on this side, which we had a leftover pocket. Tore that up, pieced it together, and I really wanted it pieced like this, so that way there could be embellishing of the things. And then you can even just see the, like, edge of the page, which I thought was pretty nifty. Kind of gave me that idea of, like, you know, when barnacles grow around things. But, you know, this is very fanciful, fantasy kind of, you know, land of coral, or, you know, just organic though. But then you still have that corner of the page. Little details. Love things like that. I colored the back side of the fish a little bit because she had gotten crazy with the, you know, when she was coloring him. And I actually really like that it deepened the color of it. Now, here we go. Now, this is some funny stuff, y'all. So, P has been... And I was like, well, you know, I'm going to spray these pages and stuff, which is fine because it'll still, I think it'll all still work just fine there. But we decided that these are Sumo bands.
I want to call them thongs.
Or thongs. Page thongs. Because, you know, a little strip. This is a Sumo one. It's a little thick. There's another thong one that's more thongy. Right here.
It's even kind of slick, so
yeah, it is.
It'll slide up and down as it needs to.
Uh-huh. And she left me some pieces and things that we need to add in. But, alright. I think we've kind of gone through, like, a majority of, like, and see, all the notes are in the back. But this gets us to where we need to be. And things. Oh! Then P. Oh, she darkened the girls. She put, like, skin tone on them. This is Marianne. Are you going to sing it?
I'm a little hoarse. Here, let me I have to read the words. It makes me... Okay, I have to preface this with, this was one of the songs that we square danced to when I was a square dancer back in the day. All day, all night, Marianne, down by the seaside, sifting sand. Even little children love Marianne, down by the seaside, sifting sand. And there are other verses that are really hysterical, and it's kind of to a calypso type beat. Yeah.
You know, we're weird. She's weird. We love being weird.
Oh, we need to add thongs to the blog dictionary, absolutely.
Yes, page thongs or I don't know what is.
Thank you. Who is Respect Design? She said
That's
my
a
singing.
Kiko.
A Kiko. She says my singing is wonderful.
All right, so all of these are going to kind of start getting into these pockets, but we're going to spray now that I'm over here with my sprays. Very happy about that.
Yeah, I don't spray, so that's... I mean, I can spray, but nobody's happy when I spray.
No.
Oh, Paula's here.
Hey, Paula. Those of you that are coming in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies.
Darcy's here. Well, I think she's been here.
Yeah, she's been here. Oh, Darcy, she's been here.
Yeah, the sumo wrestling thing there is just from the end of a brayer off and a stamp off.
Yeah.
I thought it looked great. I mean, you know, it kind of picks up a little bit of the color from the other page and it brings in that green.
It just makes me laugh.
Oh, Silver Granny or Grumpy Gnome says, I think Grumpy and I square danced to that tune back in the day. We were members of the Madrid Squares out of Torreon, AFB in Spain. Oh, cool. I love square dancing. We even square danced at the state fair one year. It was hot as Hades. My sister got a nosebleed and had to call in the emergency medical people because it wouldn't stop.
Which sister?
Mariah. And that was the first place that I ever saw orange Julius's, and I just thought they were the shiznit.
Bee's knees.
Bee's knees, yeah.
Yeah.
Cryptic message for M. Conversation had positive response. Details in your messenger. Reply. Who we spoke about. Excited.
Oh.
I did wear cowboy boots, but not to square dance in. I had fancy shoes with taps on them.
Oh, you need to post your picture, and she did a
I did a layout. Yeah. I don't know where that is. I'll find it.
It's in one of those journals of yours.
Oh yeah.
Because I think it was one of the prompts from
when we
Carrie
were doing
Gibson.
the thing with,
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know if I want to do that.
She had I remember those petticoats. I got to tell you this story. Okay, so after the big the recital, the end of the year thing, I was allowed to wear my petticoat to school because then, probably wasn't, I was going to outgrow it and I wouldn't be able to use it the next year anyway. But we had this huge, tall slide, a metal slide, back in the days when they didn't worry about kids falling off and breaking their neck.
I think they still had that slide even when I was around.
Petticoat caught on the top and it just unraveled all the way down the slide. I was just heartbroken. Paula says it's on this dog's doodad here. I don't. It's not here. We had rain. We had weather last night.
It's
God, that is looking so good, Mariah. I'm just looking at it in my camera here.
Well, thank you. I know I'm using like 20
I love it.
different sprays here, and then I got kind of nervous with spraying straight at it because I'm like,
yeah.
There we go. There we go. Just looking for you. Been looking for you.
And then we used to do, when I got into high school, we did blacklight. Our skirts and blouses and everything was made out of blacklight material.
Oh.
I know. I'm sure somebody has home movies of those. It'd be fun to have some of those. Carrie said he was the kid that fell off the top of the slide. I never did fall. I was always pretty careful, but I'll tell you what, that petticoat thing was...
Seeing it's coming through, that's awesome.
Oh, I was kind of concerned about that, but that's a good thing.
I needed to on this. I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had... Now, I do need to be careful here. I'm kind of getting things... There we go. Okay. I'm going to kind of work the other side a bit.
Yeah, because it doesn't really matter on the other one. Yeah, because it can just take whatever.
And see, this is that wet strength tissue, so, I mean, it's holding up pretty nice. Plus, it has paint on it. Well, I think, anything in a black light, like if it's kind of neon. What, did you wear, like, black and white type stuff? Or were you wearing, like, neon colors?
Oh, neon color. I remember hot pink. Mm-hmm. Hot pink and black stripes.
Izzy's really into, like, she'll be like, oh, I bet this glows.
Yeah, I don't think that picture, the photograph that I have of Ben and I, that's not a black light. Yeah, I think it's in my old Gigi's journal. I still have some open pages. Oh, and I've got stuff in here too that, from people.
Yeah, we got things everywhere. There we go. I need to get the dryer after this a little bit.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh, sure.
All right, put your. There you go.
Oh, I said I was good, and then I pulled my finger out. Isn't that cute? Look at that. And that's Van and her. Can you believe that? And then there they are. That's such cute.
And this was before my I even learned how to gel plate. This is all just mostly Mr. Huey's sprays.
Yeah, it's kind of in the.
I want you to show this page because somebody else
Okay, well,
had a page
can
that
I?
said picture. Oh yeah, go ahead, Rob.
I'm not going to do this long. I just kind of want to get the...
I kind of figured you planned all along to kind of do something to that page as far as the sprays go.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And that was so nice that, it's really hard for me to leave a page blank. I really appreciate a lot of these blank pages because, boy, I don't do that so well.
Well, I think that's kind of the nice thing about, like, if you purchase a writing journal, like, if you aren't into the journal making or the book making.
Or the writing in the journal.
Or the writing in the journal. You just want to decorate things. Buy somebody's journal. Number one, you're supporting other artists, which is really cool. And then do what we've done here.
Yeah, make it yours.
Because, like, I don't really get into the whole... I'm fascinated. I almost gave away some information. See, I'm bad, too, if I know things.
I totally want to see more of Gigi's journal.
Okay. Here, we'll bring Gigi's journal over. This kind of needs to dry first.
Same hairstyle as you now.
Oh yeah, see this is and this
that is the Mr. Huey's.
To be, well, Mr. Huey's and I think some brushos.
Oh yes, definitely brushos.
Which means you better seal that.
It is sealed.
It is. See, you hear it? This thing's
now there's lots of things in there not necessarily beautiful.
Oh God, and this had moments of awesomeness, and then she just overworked the living bejesus out of it. She kept thinking she was gonna fix it. It didn't get better. I'll just tell you that. She gave up. I said, just leave it. It's fine. Just because.
Well, I wanted it. The thing I was working at was getting it to go with the page opposite, and that was just kind of a.
Yeah. Isn't that cute? And she glued all those little envelopes on there.
Now this we did together.
A lot of this, yeah. This is a little baby. Look, I mean, we have mounds of this stuff. Mounds. Boxes that we have kept of this sort of thing. I think, see, we can release it because it's like we have bits of it. I don't know that we have to keep all of it. But look at this sweet little baby. Hopefully we can.
Well, if you take that one thing off of her, you can see her picture on the opposite page.
Look at her. Sweet little Izzy.
She used to get naked too.
Yeah, well, you want her to. We still do that because I'm like, I don't know how she.
And I used to write down things that she would tell me.
Oh yeah, you have books of the. Yeah, Izzy had her hand in a little. Like these are her little blip blops and. Who knows it? What's it?
Stamps it.
Yeah.
She liked to stamp it, and those are her fingerprints. In some of those places.
Yeah, that's the beginnings of some things. Oh, here's our little eggs in a basket. Look at this fat baby. Look at that fat baby. Are y'all entertained? It's like going to somebody's house. They're like, let me bust out my photo album. Hey, this is arty, photos. At least there's some, We did this for a little design team thingy. It's when we were doing paper crafts. Look at that. Oh, this is some of the... And we wish we had more of it. And we're always, like, surprised when we come across...
And we do purchase it.
Well, no, but this, we can't make this anymore. These were done with alcohol ink.
Oh, yeah. Sent all that away. Some wonderful rusty metal there. I hope Fran gets to see that.
And see little things that you've kept from people. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's some more of your IP at your voodoo guy stuff. I don't know what this is.
Oh, it's from Shannon.
Oh, yeah. All right. There's that journal. You do have some pages in there. It's very thick. Okay. Back to Seaside. What are people saying? Yeah, the alcohol ink stuff is so cool. And let me tell you. So here's some tips and tricks on that whole business. If you are into alcohol inks, or if you're kind of over the alcohol inking and you want to use them up and do some cool things with them, get yourself some Bristol board. Strathmore Bristol board. Usually on sale at Walmart or... we used to find it at Tuesday Morning. But whatever mixed media or some kind of paper that's going to take a lot of media. Then, just ink the bejesus out of the paper.
I wish I knew where that one was where I completely covered it with Mod Podge after I had alcohol inked it. Because the Mod Podge does have a UV protectant. And it keeps it viable. Because it will lose its...
Certain alcohol inks. Not all alcohol ink is created equally. Not all colors are equal. That's even true of any paints of anything, any pigments. There are colors that are, more light fast than others. But with the alcohol inks, if there are certain brands that we found were like, no, that obviously didn't, hold up. But it also depended on how much other stuff you mixed in with it. And that's a problem around here.
Yeah.
It's like, what else did you put in there?
Well, and one of these days we have to bust out the, because everything we do is always, somebody has something to do with it, one or the other of us. It's not ever just one person because it doesn't get done. So before Izzy was born, we started this project because the baby shower was like a major ordeal, and I didn't get to come because I was still in Alaska. And for whatever reason, I don't know. Well, I hate baby showers anyway.
Yeah, she wasn't good. That was not her venue.
Yeah. Unless there's lots of alcohol involved, and then you can kind of get over all that sappy baby crap. But anyway, so
she was like this at my wedding as well.
I did contribute.
She did. She made my cake topper. It was awesome. And my bouquets.
Yes, I did. And your head thing.
Yes.
So I was involved, but, only to the extent that I want... Oh, you've got to show that one.
Which one? Oh, yes. The little tag. I didn't show that tag, did I? Look at this, y'all. So she ate her sardines the other day, and she's like, I'm keeping this, and we're going to put it in the journal. I said, I love it. It's fantastic. But then she made this, and then it has a little boop boop.
And you get extra points if you know who Chi Chi Rodriguez is.
Y'all know. They're going to Google it.
No, you got to know within the next 5 seconds.
Yes, like right now. Take
And
too
look
long.
at those little tiny shells that I made from all those little tiny pieces that Mariah kept.
Isn't that? See? No piece left behind. Or if it is, we're going to put it in the trash, and I just didn't tell her about it.
I have been known to dig them out.
That's why I'm like, don't you look at my trash. And Izzy's the worst, too. Like, she's a, next generation. Trash digger. I'm like, get out of the trash. What?
I just laugh because she does. She checks it when she comes up here, just regularly. And I see her little head sticking over the bin.
And then she'll tell Gigi, she'll bring her something. Did you see what my mom
My
threw?
mother threw this away, Gigi. Can you believe it? I said, oh my God, I can't believe it.
I'm gonna yell at her. All right, I'm a little now. I'm gonna have to do this with the sponge and be careful because we've got stuff already.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the bad thing about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take those out.
That page, it wouldn't hurt if something seeped through there.
I think we're fine.
Now be careful and don't get things on the girl over on the other page either. You need to pull her
See,
out.
now I have my stack of tagged stuff. It's
We
gonna
gotta
have
go
to
through
back and stick it. That's fine. It's kind of fun. Whatever. I'm not gonna.
And they
stress
usually don't ever end up in the same place anyway.
That's okay. Okay. And I think if we're going to spray this page, we might as well just kind of spray everybody all at once. Put that over the stack of stuff. Alright. Let's get the business here. I am going to put this here. Alright, what's going on in chat?
Oh, what's going on? I'm loving this. Don't stop. I love it. It's beautiful. Okay, live chat. Live chat.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So,
Pro golfer. All right, Kathy. She got it.
good job, Kat.
Oh, and he's funny.
All right. They wanted me to continue about the whole alcohol ink thing. All right. So, this is where, like, the brown, where everything mixed together makes the brown. That's totally fine. And then, but it's really cool because certain areas, like if you have blues or oranges or whatever, it kind of soaks in there. But where it really mixes, then you get the rust.
And then when you emboss it,
Well, before you emboss it, here's the other thing. So while it's still kind of wet, you want to get your roller and roll it in. The reason that we say this is that, ultimately it's not that big of a deal. But if you're cutting out pieces and if you're using your die cutter, because what we were doing is we were cutting the little washer things. And we had cut some and it's like, dang it, it didn't get down in there on the Cricut. So that's when Peter's like, well, I'm just going to roll the living bejesus out of it while it's still wet and get it in there. And it worked. It also flattened it out some, which was really great.
and it cut better.
But you want to wait for it to dry. Now, here's the other thing. If you have a machine and you really know how to use it and all of that, if you lightly coat it with Mod Podge, or I think this stuff would be fantastic.
Yeah.
This goes on thinner than...
It doesn't have that. The viscosity of this is much looser.
Right. So then, once those processes are all done, now you want to kind of only maybe do that to one side. Right? I kind of remember that. But maybe we did it to both sides.
Oh, we did it to both sides.
Because we were trying to kind of like, all right, these washer things are really awesome, but they are a complete pain in the butt. Like if you want to do them one by one.
Yeah.
We were trying to kind of mass produce them. And so, yeah, so we did do both sides. You got to go very thin. Make sure everything is dry. Then you can cut it on the Cricut. Or if you guys have those die cut things. But then, this way, you don't have a white outline around it. And you have rusty awesomeness.
Yes.
The other thing that you can do, if you don't have alcohol inks, you can do it with sprays. It just takes, I think, a little longer for it to dry.
I would say so.
Because you kind of did those mixes with the sprays and the inks.
I
and
did.
Those did take longer.
Yes, it was more than one medium for sure.
No, it's just a like a matte medium or a gloss medium.
Yeah. But I'm talking about, I think I used paint. I may have used some watercolors. I used some of the
everything.
sparkly watercolors, remember, to flick
Yes.
stuff on.
Do we have any
I
of
don't
those?
know.
But the pieces that you saw on that one journal page were the outer parts, because we cut some other things too.
Yeah.
We're like, stuff is so awesome, like don't throw any of it away.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I don't know I don't know where that stuff is.
And Colleen, the stuff that we swapped with you, one
That
of those
piece.
pieces was some of that original stuff that had the embossing on it. That was some of that. So that was a little coveted piece you got there.
Yes, it was.
I actually kept part of it because I was like, I can't send all that. We don't have a lot of it left. And we really don't. I mean, I guess we could go through the process again and figure out something new. But the Mr. Huey stuff was also another way to achieve those really deep colors. Plus, it pushes down into the paper.
Yeah, it has. I don't know what kind of pigments it has in it, but it really. And I don't know why they stopped making it. The thong strap's kind of off there. I wish you'd adjust that.
Don't want any tan lines. Did y'all get that?
Yes, I'm liking it better. It was just too stark of a. Plus, it was kind of satiny, right?
What?
The thong.
Yeah, well, and it'll probably still be kind of satiny, but yeah, now it's going to blend a little more.
And the reason I left it movable is because I knew that you were going to have to work that piece in there, the netting. So, you know, once you get the netting in where you want it, you can leave it, you can glue it down. It's so funny when and it's so weird, because I'm watching here. I should be reading the thing. I know how to do this. Okay, so we finished it, and we got the I have to keep refreshing this dumb thing.
And you have it on live chat?
Yes. My computer's old. And Xandra says, Mariah, check chat later to see my quotes. Will do, Xandra.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Julie's here. She says, I'm in drying mode and I had so many watercolor splashes on my desk I could not see the white. Yeah, I had to change my paper because that was what happened to me the other day when I was doing these things for Mariah. Oh, Carrie says, sounds like a good process video. Well, we don't have any of those anymore. We're going to have to let Sharon do that because we sent them all to her.
The alcohol inks.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to remember.
What happened here?
Did we ever do any process kind of thing with those? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. That was back
Very
before.
early on, and we didn't really know what the hell we were doing.
Okay, and Anthony Cody says, by the way, please register the weekend retreat October 6th to 8th in Olympia, if you can make it. Oh, man, I really do. Another time. Oh, that's looking really good.
I remember it'll lighten up quite a bit. Should. And I love, see how whenever, so Julie had stamped on this side of the page. And see, but now it's showing through on this side of the page as well.
Oh my goodness, seriously, that is so cool.
Isn't that? I love it. I hope it stays there. I don't know if we're just seeing it because it's wet, but usually it does kind of push through.
Yeah, Mariah, Barbara likes your sponge technique.
Thanks. It looks kind of crazy in the... It's really not as
Yeah, and what you just did really popped out the gold in that vertical strip there.
Yeah.
I think that looks really good.
Leave it?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I need to just come around, which this gets a little tricky because I will see the washi was blocking.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, you're going to have to do a little missionary work there.
That's alright. I got it.
I never doubted it for a minute, Mariah.
Maybe a second.
Well, because I was looking at it here and I was wondering why you had that white stripe there, and then all of a sudden it
Clicked.
I looked across and you were fixing it.
And there we are.
Now here's the other thing. Mariah uses these sprays. What I do with this is I just mix up some diluted acrylic mixture, like my clean out mixture, and use my sponge to do the same thing. And if you don't want it to be blobby, spray your paper first.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of, y'all saw me misting it. Now, I'm just kind of struggling today with my, this stuff's pretty
You need to take
hardcore.
that girl out before you flip that page over and turn her face green.
Yeah, see, Pete made her, she's got a nice little tan now. She's been at the beach.
And rosy cheeks.
This is one of Julie Torrance's little ladies. Her flippy girls.
Yeah, and we need to write on the inside of the flippy girl.
Yeah. All right, maybe while this stuff sort of is drying, maybe I can hand it to you and you can put it over there by your fan.
Oh. I don't even have my fan on. But I can turn it on.
Okay, and then like just have it blowing into this right here. And then we'll write on tags and work on tags.
Okay. Sounds like a winner.
Okay. Oh, you said, all right, so. Let's see here. I'm grabbing Xandra's. Oops.
And did you get the, well, we don't need those yet.
I'm grabbing some of those quotes you get. Because, I mean, we're here. Otherwise, it'd probably take me forever to... Put that stuff up here. All right, so there were two. Is that right, Xandra? Hi, Marilyn. Have a little coffee and water.
Marilyn's here now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, we're just going to write on all these things. Or I might even, you know, before I write on it. See, this is where I wish I was a little better at the inking technique as far as the dry ink. Because then I just feel like I don't have the right inks and perhaps the right tools fully. That's not working too shabbily. I think that. See? That one's just a decorative. We can write on that one. All right, you gonna read out things or just, enjoy the show?
October is a great time to visit the PN, Pacific Northwest. Usually the rains have not begun. I don't mind the rain.
She loves rain. But if you're staying in a tent, it may... You
Hey, I stayed in... Our tent's waterproof. And I've been in some hellacious downpours on the inside of that tent.
Oh, yeah?
It did not leak in from the top. But it will leak in from the bottom if your tent's on a slope. And the water comes down
Oats
from
are
above.
considered a superfood because of the wide array of essential, now I'm curious, nutrients they contain. Not just for your body, but for your overall health.
Is that what it says there?
Behind the paper, yeah.
Oh. This is, you're being able to read it as you sponge it in.
Yeah, and I think it was like Honey Nut Cheerios. I don't know if that one's gonna, once it
Oh,
dries.
they have their tents on platforms. Hey, that's a good idea. Eddie says his yurt floats.
This is the imaginary yurt. Because it's floating in your mind.
That was a tag that got...
Well, it was a pocket.
A pocket, I'm sorry.
A repurposed pocket. So we're going to make it into a tag, though. And I'm just going to fix that little edge there.
I knew that you would. Oh, I love oatmeal.
I wish Izzy liked oatmeal more. Well, that was a little extreme. We'll work it out.
Yes, Paula, we're taking quotes for books and tags. Now, if you squirt that real quick, you can get that to blend out a little bit.
I think so, yeah. Maybe. See, it's that Mr. Huey's. I forget how darn... It's alright.
Oh, well, it'll be a good short quote.
One must
adapt. Oh, Paula says, well, you certainly float my yurt, honey. Oh, all this flirting going on here. Born in Seattle and now 63 years later, I'm in Everett. Oh, I'll tell you what, I love that part of the country. I would live there. And I don't care. I like rainy, cloudy weather. I'm not a big sunshine person.
Yeah.
Ryan, I've been twice during spring break when I was still teaching.
Yeah.
And we loved it. We didn't care if it rained. We went out in it. And Xander says she put 6 to 8 quotes in that chat, Mariah, so make sure you count them.
Okay, I found 2.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, I'll come back.
I was just going to say, and I can write in there too.
Yeah, so it's about, halfway through the string here. There we go. Got that done.
Yeah, Arizona is like one of my least favorite places to live.
I don't like dry heat. I dry out. I get nosebleeds.
Oh,
I need moisture.
I like that one, Sarah. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop.
All right,
That's from Rumi.
I think we can write on that. These are just pieces to probably piece into a page.
Well, and I got that one. See that one you just picked up and put down?
This one?
That piece. That and that other piece from Lisa, the kind of turquoisey one. You know how you do that ruffling technique that you do? Not that one, the other one. It's just blue. Yeah. Ruching technique.
Oh.
But maybe just on the top, because it's going in the pocket. But remember, it's going in one of those pockets where it needs a little bit more, because the pocket's kind of floppy and it's big.
Floppy pocket.
Got a floppy pocket.
It's a situation. Alright, let me see if I can ruche this. I'm going to do it up the full side, because just at the top will look weird.
Gina, who said that quote? I mean, I can look that up. You can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish. Tuna, T-U-N-A. Tuna.
Yeah. You need to put that on that one. on the sardine can one. We need some tuna. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ruche this one, but we'll see. You know, normally I do it with, like, tissue paper. Alright, what she's talking about.
I think this is a very valuable technique for people to know, because it adds a bit of textural variety that I don't think that you can really get in any other way. Yeah, you glue and then you squish.
Yeah, and you only do it in certain little lines of it. Y'all seeing this?
Mm-hmm. That's probably more better. I really like the job you did on that tag up there.
Okay.
That's beautiful. And this is some of Lisa's eco dyed papers. She kind of does them at the same time she does that waxy stuff, but this is just the
no, different times.
Different times?
Different things.
Different times, different scrunching. Yes. Don't forget to squish. Scrunch and squish. And you always need a little bit more than you think, because you're using up.
In fact, I may just do the scrunchie.
Yes, Arizona mountains are beautiful. And Carrie says, my mother's favorite quote was, many a drip makes an ocean. And this is, you really need this glitter glue also, because it dries fast enough that your scrunches aren't going to come loose. If you have loosey-goosey stuff, it isn't necessarily going to work.
And then I'm just going to go flat with the rest of this.
She says maybe Frank Clark on the artist on PBS. Well, I can look it up. I don't mind doing that.
Okay. Now, what should we write on this one? Where's my mouse? Oh, right there. Goodness. Alright.
Oh, you're going to have to write smaller on this one. This doesn't have as much room as you're used to.
Thank you, Patricia.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Just, helping you out here as much as
How about, and I'm just going to start from the top with my quotes here that I got. This one was given to us by Patricia Lee.
Gina says, we should all make up our own quotes, then we'll know who said it. LOL. Hey, isn't this really funny you'd mention that?
She does that.
Mariah was talking about, we were trying to find a quote for, I don't know, some card that she did. I can't even remember the quote now. It had something to do with threads. But I couldn't find one, so I just made up one. I looked it up, and it didn't have anybody, it didn't attribute that quote to anyone, so I felt pretty safe doing that. If you just attribute it to Mark Twain, he said a lot of things. So if you're gonna, that would be a good bet. Ann Lara's here. She said hi, everyone.
Hello, Anne. What do you think of that? I'm going to move the camera up a bit.
Excellent.
Hey, not too shabby. A little off there, but it's the sea. It was rocky.
There you go.
Oh, this is the other one.
Oh, here. So, good choice. As I get older, I'm less tolerant of this heat. Yeah, I can't do heat. I can be cold. And I've got lots of sweaters and socks. But
All right, we're gonna create a little Dunsey pile over here. Have some more coffee.
I need some more coffee.
Look at how lovely that turned out. See? I mean, it looks like it was a hot mess.
I
or
love
something,
it.
but
I don't think you should do anything to that. I think that should just be its star quality.
Oh, you don't think I should write on
And
it?
I don't think you should write on it.
Okay.
I like it.
Oh, there we go.
Sometimes you just have a pretty other side, and you might even want to use that side instead of that one.
Okay, now, Jeanette, aka Jeanette, supplied me with quite a few. Here, this is a little short one. The sea does not like to be restrained.
Bless you.
I'm good now. Okay, that was by Rick Riordan. Riordan. Are you listening to me?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm reading the chat.
Rick Riordan. Riordan. Rowden.
Royden?
Royden? Wow. Okay, we're gonna put that one on here. This is where I really do need to bring up my little markers, but I could write it in orange, and it'll probably kind of brown out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, I'm okay with that. She might not be, but I don't really care.
It's not my tag. I don't have a vested. You better not mess that one I made up. Belinda said, bless you.
Thank you.
Anne says her favorite quote is, "Art is the absence of fear." Is that by you, Anne?
I'm liking that one. Now, I could put a couple probably on here. Or, she did give me one long one, Jeanette did. Because there's nothing more beautiful than the way the ocean refuses to stop kissing the shoreline, no matter how many times it's sent away.
Deep.
Now, Jeanette gave me one because her husband was a Navy man. She says, my hubby was a Navy man who served abroad in the USS Wasp. His time afloat was both wonderful and the saddest of times. I think I should write that one in here. Because I like that it came from her.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're going to write it on this one. And I think I'm going to go sideways, and we want it to be like that.
Yeah, I like the quote on the front of that, even though it didn't have anything to do necessarily with I like it. I'm going to check and see your fan situation's freezing me out over here.
Oh, are you?
No reason to be ugly. I believe your pages are dry. Well, fairly. This one, tissue paper kind of got resolubilized and got a little wrinkly, but it actually adds to the...
Yeah, I'm good with that.
No, it's still a little moisty.
Moisty.
But it looks so cool. So it all just kind of, you know, gloms together here. And I love what happened here with this bleeding through to the other page.
Are you reading chat for me?
No, I'm looking at the book. Erica Badu.
Oh, I love Erica Badu.
That's what I think that Gina said. It's like the one that says, "Open up your mind. It's beautiful inside." And Julie says, "I love what is going on with the text." Thank you, Julie. Yeah, we didn't have air conditioning in Alaska, but one summer, I mean, it got up into the 80s consecutively, like, you know, one day after another for like a week. And it was hot. We finally broke down and bought a fan. And if you just opened up one side of the house and opened up the other side of the house and you got a cross breeze, everything was cool. But with, you know, they're supposed to be the hottest coming up. AC might be something to really look into.
Look at how lovely that is.
Un cariñoso saludos a todos. I don't know this cariñoso. Oh, Lisa's got to go do, I've got to water later too, Lisa. And Lori says, love that color.
Okay, and all right, we gotta. So the two that I pulled from Xandra, we've got to find who wrote them. So I'm gonna hold those off.
Okay.
And then another one that gave Jeanette supplied. She got quite a few, and I kind of like this because it does have kind of red on it. But this is our. Joshy wrote on that one. We'll have to keep that. All right. I need one with some red on it.
Oh, I'm going to work with him with my calligraphy book.
Mm-hmm.
That poor child. Yes.
Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky at morning, sailors take warning.
That comes from, it originally came from the Bible.
do you know which, like...
No. I just know it's a really, really old.
Yes.
And I think of it, you know, when I see red skies.
This concept is over 2,000 years old and is cited in the New Testament as established wisdom that prevailed among the Jews of the 1st century A.D.
See, I know some stuff.
By Jesus in Matthew 16:2-3. So, I don't know.
It's a weather truth. It certainly is. Yeah, I can't do without the AC. We very rarely turn the heat on in the winter here.
We might actually write it in the book. Is my book dry enough to write in?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, it will be on some pages.
We'll hold that one because I would really like that one to be in the book. But,
okay.
Okay, so the cure for anything is salt water. Sweat, tears, or the sea. Isaiah Dennison from SWL. We'll put
That's a good one.
All right, I like this one. Okay. I'm trying to think. And it was funny because Josh was like, well, how do you know how big to write or whatever? You know, you got to visualize it.
It is really hard. And I told him a little trick.
Here, I got to highlight it because then I lose my place. There we go.
Gina loves her some Jesus quotes. My daddy used to tell me that to figure out if I should take a coat to school, never would just tell me. Oh, well, see, that's a great thing. People need to do that with their kids more often. Make them, you know, accountable. I'll tell you what, you know, I used to have more coats at school that I left at school than at home. Anthony Cody says, you must have an AC if you live in Texas.
Yeah.
For sure. That's my quote.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our AC in Alaska was open the back door. Okay, Xander's got to run.
Bye, Xander.
Oh, quotes are by Jessica Lee. Thank you, Xandra.
I like the name Isaiah. Look at that. It even looks like it was underwater.
Yeah. I'm liking this orange marker. I have my doubts, but yeah.
I know you did. It's just the brown was kind of like me. All right, we got one big one here. We can do that because there's nothing more beautiful than the way. I like that. We're going to do that one. That was another one Jeanette gave us. Okay. And it's from a woman, so you know we love that. All right, what's going on?
Well, Colleen, I don't know what. She says, Brandy, you're a fine girl. You're... But my life, my lover, my lady is a sea. Songwriters. Elliot Lurie. I don't know that one. Oh, yeah. We used to have swamp coolers in Colorado because we didn't have the humidity. Pardon me. But swamp coolers don't work so well in Texas because the humidity's already, you know, off the charts.
Well, we had one in Lubbock.
Yeah, we didn't have humidity so much in Lubbock either.
No, everything's dry and deserty.
It actually, the swamp coolers were kind of a nice thing as far as adding a little moisture to the...
Yes.
I'm going to take this out and cover it with some other paper. And Lori says they use swamp coolers when the power is off from hurricanes. Generators run the fans. Yeah, Utah's kind of like Colorado. It's dry.
There we go. Look at that. Boop, boop, doop, 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 doop. How's my buck doing there?
It's doing pretty good, but here's some that you forgot. You needed to write on the backs of these.
Well, we need to colorize them.
Colorize them, yeah. Do you want me to put another coat of, or another layer of paper on them?
Nah.
They're watercolor paper, so they should take the... Just don't mess up the front.
Alright,
no pressure.
Yeah, yeah. I could use Rusty Lantern on it. It gets kind of greeny.
Lori wants to know if you need any sea shanty verses.
Oh, I love sea shanties.
Oh, yeah, we like this.
And
if they're slightly inappropriate, that's even better.
Yeah. We just won't put it next to the Jesus one.
It'll be all right.
I do want it on here.
When we lived in Palm Springs, California, we had a water evap cooler and AC. I turned them on and let them duke it out.
That's funny.
Julie says, pen and ink sounds fancy. I use a Sharpie. Well, I'm kind of a pen and ink person. If Mariah would find my fancy pen for me that she, put up.
No. Don't even, lady.
You did. I knew exactly where it was. It was in the top of the cart. And we don't have a cart anymore.
I know. Amen.
I was a young maiden from Chichester. Now, Cody, there was a man from Nantucket. What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Love that. And Izzy loved that. Because you know that like it became a real big dance thing on... And she loves to watch the people do the different dance. Or do the same dance, just different people doing the dance.
Just done my air copy. 4 extra ice cubes in my whiskey sour. There you go. More than one way to beat the heat. Who made all the saints in their niches stir? Who said that, Cody? Anthony. Anthony. Cody. Cody Anthony. I use my fine liner black Sharpie daily to draw and sign my art. You can't beat him. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. What do you do with a drunken sailor? Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Oh, I love it. I learned the Drunken Sailor song in elementary school. Yeah, Izzy thinks it's pretty funny.
Or no, the Billy, what is it? Or is that the same one? I don't know.
She does watch slightly inappropriate things on YouTube.
Sometimes.
We try to monitor her watching, but sometimes. And I hear her just laughing hysterically. I mean,
that's usually when you need to check on it. Let's be honest.
There's this dude. I don't even know.
I told her that was, I was done with that.
Oh my goodness. He is so funny. He looks like
Stupid.
He's slightly hungover. He's got a shadow, a 3-day shadow.
That's the thing that they show him at school. We talked about this. It's the lava guy. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah?
Yeah.
But now, the new one she's watching, he tries on all these different kinds of wigs. and says funny things, and then he has this face distortion app on whatever he's doing. That,
Yeah, like
makes
Snapchat
him
or
look
something.
like, yeah, it makes him look fishy and then, funny.
Mm-hmm.
And she just, it is just, I should record her laughter. It just makes you laugh to hear her.
See, my little fingers are leaving. Now I gotta use that to, you gotta, repeat.
Okay, well, Cody, we can't say that one. But that was a good one. We ought to write that on one of those mermaids.
Y'all see that?
Oh, are you inking it with your fingers?
I am. Well, because I had left one mark, so I'm like, well, now I gotta repeat it.
There you go. That's what you do. Early in the morning. It's wave over wave, sea over bow. I'm as happy as a man. I'm as happy a man as the sea. I'm guessing.
My hair.
Great big sea. Canadian band, great shanty songs.
Oh yes, I love the shanty songs a lot.
We like the Irish ones too.
Okay.
Eddie says, "Is that a new technique?"
Yes. It's the Mariah.
I can't type all that in.
You know what it's called? Giving it the finger.
Dancing with your fingers.
Yeah, what is it? What did you say like a couple streams ago about the don't be afraid to get your fingers in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had your fingers before you had a brush.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm trying to get at least the, major part off so I can handle things and not...
Contaminate them?
Yeah, leave my blue little fingerprints everywhere. That's really bugging me. There we go.
I'll tell you what, you really saturated this one page. It is still...
And part of the thing is that wet string tissue, like, it'll keep grabbing it up.
Yeah, it's still moist. And it's also kind of, moistening up the next page.
Well, can you turn your fan back on?
Yeah, I'll just turn it the other way. I don't have to have it turned at me, I guess.
I mean, mark this down on the calendar. This is the day that she said she was cold.
Well, they froze me out at the dentist the other day.
Oh, yeah, I told her. She's like, you didn't tell me.
I
I dress very warm, even in the summertime when we go. Because it is cold in there.
You need to have a...
Yes, once is a mistake, twice is a technique.
That's a good one. I love it. They need airplane blankets at the dentist's office.
Yeah, I told her they didn't need those awesome warmers, Like whenever you get out of surgery. They'll put those warm blankets on you. Okay, what are we going to write on these? Oh, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
Oh, that's a good one.
I could even write it on the front part there.
I think you should let me write it on the front. I write a lot smaller than you do.
I can.
I've got a brown one.
I got a brown one too.
I got a brown small one.
All right, don't mess it up.
Oh, she says. Okay, now what am I supposed to be writing here?
Okay, you ready? A smooth sea.
Okay.
Yeah, how's that working for you? You want mine?
Just being such a poopy tiger here. A.
Smooth.
Okay, that one's not working very well either.
Okay, so smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
And who said that?
Franklin D. Roosevelt. And Julie says, get a Sharpie. The Tombow worked. These are pricey little boogers, but they're lovely. Or no, this isn't a... Is it a... Yeah, Tombow.
Yeah, somebody sent me these.
No, we got them for you. I think Izzy and...
Oh, yeah, Izzy and Van for
Yeah.
my Christmas present. I do like them.
Yes. Do you think people know who FDR is?
Well, if they don't, they can look it up. It's not how deep you fish, it's how you wiggle your worm. Hey, yeah, a little pole action there.
Yeah, there was a lot of noodling talk in the last stream. Some people didn't know what that was.
Hark now, ye sailors, cry, smell the sea, feel the sky, let your soul and spirit fly. Van Morrison, oh yeah.
Oh, I have that one somewhere. I think that's in the book. I wrote that one.
Oh yeah.
And didn't you give me that already? Rhonda's making sure that gets in the book.
It did.
Pretty sure. Yeah. Well, what do I write on this one? And I'm going to write that one, the red sky at night one, the Bible verse in the book. Because I kind of want it. We'll find one of the pages.
Julie wants to know, did my quote ever get in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
It's in the beginning on the fisherman wharf. You know, the fisherman's.
Oh, the lozenges.
Yeah, or on a tag that's at the beginning there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Jacques Cousteau, the man was never dry. Julie Torrance. That one's in there. And then I got your... Rhonda did have the don't toss your biscuits into the wind. Oh, here, look. And I wrote, when at sea, be prepared to modify your plan. A modification from P by Carrie Griffiths.
Wow.
See, and I wrote it on a little postcard. See, I can write small. I just filled the space properly.
And Eddie says I should be getting my tags today. Excellent. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. I didn't even notice that.
What?
On the back of that.
What?
I've moved that tag around 100 times.
Oh, which one? Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
The one about modify your plan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the little postcard. I was like, you know what? I want to make it like, you know, it was sent. It was a little big, but, you know. And then we have the two girls. We can write something inside of them.
Don't forget, one of the tags needs to be a dated record of the creators of this piece of art.
Oh, we have that in the back.
Yes, we do have that in the back.
That's in the pocket in the back. It's like all the different people, and that's why we're saying, like, if you see something, because, like, we have this little shell thing, and we think it was Judy P. or Sharon, Texture Junkies. That's up one of y'all.
And remember, we have all those little charms.
Yes.
We could add those to the dangle.
Yeah.
And that could all be on the front. And I think we need to muss up the front just a little bit.
Yes, the front needs to be mussed up a little bit. And I would like this to be, if we could kind of ink these up to where they are a little less...
Bling blingy?
Well, just so they don't look so new.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I know. You're expert at that.
I'll drag them through the mixture over here.
Okay. But I love it so much. It's so cute. It's got some weight to it too.
I wanna hold it.
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's important.
Mhm.
All right. Well, because my book isn't dry, I can't write in the book. We've written on most of the tags now. I think just about every single one of them that need it. Other than our two girls, we can write some things inside of them. But
There's some really nice little beads on here. That little faceted jobby right there.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, the Van Morrison one I have is the smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly. But we could do that other Van Morrison one.
I'm just going to dip this into my paint water here.
See, Julie did these faces, and then P came along. She made Marianne darker, and she's like our little Filipino girl. Oh, we've used that one before, Anne. The line is a dot one. Sorry, I was looking back in chat.
Well, that didn't do very much. We're going to have to go with a little stronger mixture.
That's kind of what I thought. Yeah, it kind of looks like Sharon's work, but it just, there was some stuff that Judy P had sent us.
Well, that's why I say that, is because it was in there with that one card, you know, that I gave you that, that went with the mermaid shell.
I want you to darken.
Put some distress lines in
Yeah.
there. Alrighty.
On that one. Oh, thank you, Julie. Good. Julie says the girls look great. Yep, he's good at the skin tone thing. Sometimes that's a little tricky. Y'all hear Mazzy snoring?
She looks very happy.
Oh, that's good.
I'm busting open my raw umber.
Okay. I really want my book back to, you know, start gluing some things down.
Well, I can check the progress.
I meant to get the spray stuff kind of done, but orders picked up and Izzy's not feeling well.
Some of them are still a little dampy, but I think you can work on other pages without it being
An issue? Okay.
an issue.
Wonderful. Okay. Let's move these ladies over here. Need some good girl C quotes or something for those,
Yeah, the inside.
for our girls.
Yeah,
Oh,
that has
honey,
something to do with girl sailors or
Mm-hmm.
that sort of thing.
Now, these are just decorative. Trying to check any of these for if we need to write some things on them. Now, do you think I could fit that one? The red, let's see here. So, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky at morning, take warning. And then I'll just put in the Bible verse, right?
Yeah. Okay, what do you think about that? Is that enough ground?
Oh, yeah, I like that. That looks fantastic. Do I want to write it in orange or do I want to write it in the brown? I don't know why there's so much hair around here today.
So much what?
And it's like my hair.
Oh.
I should be worried. I have black, but that seems a bit stark. I don't know that the gray is dark enough.
Well, I've got this brownie color here, which I'm rolling around on the shiny
Shiny stuff.
stuff.
Well, no, I'm talking about pen to write the quote on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we need to order some more of the brown ones, the smaller gauge ones, because mine's are all.
Paula would like to see a fruity merman in the book. Just saying. Tats and earrings. I tell you, you send me a fruity, you send me one and I'll put them in the book.
Yeah. We might see if we can adapt Eddie's.
Oh, his guys.
Here, what do you think? More?
Oh, I love it. See? Just kind of mussed it up a little. Love it. Love it. It's gonna need a little dry time. She gave it to me all a little.
I'm cleaning myself up over here.
I don't know where to put it right now. I'm gonna hang it over here. Let it dry. Okay. I don't know that I want to write it with that. I'm gonna do it in orange, I think.
And I did have an idea, and I don't know, we'll have to see if it's a viable solution, but to make some little, the riveting dots on the front, lace in some jute, and then hang those dangles from the jute.
Oh, yes.
But I don't know if it's too thick, the front, the cover.
Yeah, it might be tricky to get through it. But maybe not. I mean, we have the saddle punch thing, so we might be able to do that. I may have to go over this with, like, oh, why don't I use freaking Posca? Although, I'll do that later, because it needs to stay open, and it'll dry.
No, I do have this one. This might work.
Yeah, there we go.
Forgot about it, sorry.
All right, read chat for me, please.
Oh, sorry. How did you mess it up? What was it? A paint solution? Yes, ma'am, it was. I took raw umber, put it down on a paper towel, and kind of blotted it on with a baby wipe, and then kind of wiped as I went. And that's how I did the shell too, which I'll hand to Mariah and she can show you. Ooh, well, you hooked up there, Gina. The darker is better. Yeah. The idea is not to live forever. It's to create something that will. Andy Warhol, I like that. I put eyelets through a double thickness of craft card on a journal for a closure, so you should be okay. All right, good to know. It just, you know, when it goes through that really hard stuff, it's hard on my hand. Hurts me. Physically hurts me. That's a perfect pen. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier.
Did you put quotes around
You can.
Bible verse?
I don't
know
so.
what's the... I love that, though. And see, and I like that. See, there's the red. That's why I wanted that. And it's at the beginning of the book. Should I sail? Should you go sailing? I don't know. And then Julie, I think yours. Yep. See, look. Oh, here, look. I got a blank one here.
Barbara, I think she already has that one written down. The sea, once it casts a spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever. Jacques Cousteau.
I don't know that I have that one.
Oh, I like that one. The sea does not reward those who are too anxious, too greedy, or too impatient. One should lie empty, open, choiceless as a beach, waiting for a gift from the sea. Anne Morrow Lindbergh. What color is that pen? That's one of those identa pens in, I don't know what it's called. I call it terracotta. I like it a lot. They're kind of hard to find. I think you have to buy them in a set.
Yeah, usually you have to buy them in a set. And we found out that they are cheaper, I think, on Blick.
We buy them by the box.
Yes.
You need to buy a box of those because that's a good color.
I don't know if they have the... I think in the colors, they come in like a set of like red, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if you can get a whole box of brown. But maybe. Maybe on Blick. So read that one to me. What was the sea does not remord? Okay, I like. You said yeah, you liked that one.
Yeah, Anthony Cotter wrote it down, and I think somebody else wrote it down earlier. But there, I think it's too much for that space there.
Yeah, I'm putting it on mine.
Put it on your list.
Yeah,
You need a short one for that space.
for right here.
Have you done the sea? Uh-oh, my battery's going. I'm sorry, I have to. My poor little old laptop is dying.
Oh, look, and we got one there. Okay, so I got 2 more tags that... Oh, goodness, we have 10 minutes, so we can probably get one of these done. Now, that one longer one I probably can get on this bigger tag.
I'm going to try to find something that I had already...
Are you going to read chat for me? Are you going to read chat for me?
Well, I had to turn around here.
Well, I know, but you're not on camera, so they don't know that.
I like that. A woman is like an ocean, sir. Beautiful to look at, but dangerous to cross.
Ooh, let's put that on this one here.
Well, we need to know who said that, Barbara. I like it too. Yeah, that should go on a blonde girl.
Yep. Yep. I chose to.
I couldn't tell because it couldn't say here. Okay. Have you got it? A woman is like an ocean, sir. Ocean, comma, sir, comma. Don't forget the punctuation.
Yeah, would you simmer down, lady? I'm trying to think here.
Is like an ocean.
Remember, you're on delay. Don't.
Okay, I'm not going to read to you. I'll just read the chat silently to myself.
Yeah. No, well, you can read the chat out. Just, you know. Did I do that? I have a problem with beautiful. What?
Anthony, woman is like an ocean, usually salty. I like that. Julie's dryer bell just went off. She's loving what's happening here, but she's got to go fold clothes.
I know. I did laundry all weekend long. It had to be done. It was out of control.
These people don't wear their clothes long enough. Oh, Eddie here says, a woman's heart is a deep ocean of secrets. Ooh.
Okay, then we'll put in who it was by when we get that info. But I love it. Alrighty. And then what are we writing on Marianne? Ooh, sister. Oh, I love that. Okay.
Sisters of the Sea.
Mm-hmm. Now, I may have to start up here and go down. I don't know. I can probably write that here. Let's start up here.
Oh yeah, we're coming to the end.
Yeah, we are. I'm trying to.
Well, I'm not reading it to you because you told me not to.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. Okay. Oh, there's an F in there. There we go. Look at that. Woohoo! I save. How about that?
Great.
Awesome. And we still have some others to do here. I love how those turned out. That looks awesome. Put the book back in here. Some of this I might do, you know, off hours or whatever, but we'll see how that all goes. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Yeah.
Super fun. Love working in this journal. And then coming up, I think once we get back from our trip, would you stop with the crinkling? So rude. If y'all were wondering, she's just eating chips. No worries.
Time to watch this. Okay.
So, yeah, we'll be back. You know, once we get back, I think we'll be into the next journal, the one that Akiko sent.
Oh,
but,
Barbara
yeah.
says Kevin Ansbro is the quote author.
Okay. We'll write that down.
We can refer back to this, right?
Yeah. But it'll be a little while before the chat's available. That's why I like try to grab it out of there before I, you know. But anyway. All right, guys. Well, we'll
Bye,
see
everybody.
you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.